All right, here we have a little fun one from one of our admins, Coops, and the Catalina wine mixer. I believe this is a quick battle, so things can get a little wild out on the quick battle ladder. It is Tomb Kings with Cetra post buffs. I have actually been enjoying a bit of Cetra. Still not on his kitty cat. I don't know what mount Coops took him on, honestly, but I do like his Chariot of the Gods right now versus infantry. So we'll see how he does. The new nerfed Chaos Dwarves with their buffed Kadai and buffed Chariots, but nerfed Astrogoth Bull Centaurs and such. I am curious how they do. They are still trying to find their place in the meta, like in tournaments and stuff. We are still kind of wondering what Chaos Dwarves will do. Their single entity Chariots, like the Skullcrackers and Iron Demons and stuff, are a little OP right now, but that's still like... I didn't see them a lot in the last couple tournaments I hosted, and as far as I know, they weren't banned that often. So, yeah. They're weird. For the builds, while the two players sally forth, we have triple Ushabti Greatbow, one of which is the Chosen of the Gods ROR. We have the Eyes of the Desert Sepulchral Stalkers ROR, one Skeleton Chariot, three Nehekara Horsemen, and a front line of Skeleton Warriors and Skeleton Spears with Cetra the Imperishable on his big kitty cat. I still don't like this mount overall. It makes him tanky, I understand it, but I just feel like it has a bunch of attack animation issues versus, like, infantry characters. And then he has his cheap spells to just spam out the Restless Dead passive. On the other side, for the Chaos Dwarves, we have Sorcerer Prophet of Fire with Burning Head and Cascading Fire Cloak. That is very good. We have two Hobgoblin Wolf Riders with bows. We have some Orc Laborers. Oh, they got a new flag. Oh, that's cool. They have, like, the pickaxe flag now. Goblin Laborers, the Blazing Bears of Bazrak, blasting charges that no longer have armor piercing, so they took a nerf. Some Chaos Dwarf Warriors, some Hobgoblin Cutthroats, a Death Shriek Rocket Launcher, the Kadai Destroyer post buffs. We'll see how he does. In my experience, I tried him after the buffs. He still felt pretty underwhelming, but we'll see. And then Gorda's Backstabber on foot is just a nice little support hero who does have... Oh, Lucky Git sucks. Dagger Malice, I've literally never seen it used, so I don't know if it's good, and Crooked Dice is interesting. I've also never seen it used. In the distance... Nehekara Horsemen jump onto some of these skirmish cab, the Hobgoblin Wolf Riders. It looks like the Sorcerer Prophet plus these other Hobgoblins are just trying to punish them for that. While Ushabti support the fight, that Death Shriek rocket launcher is hitting them in the face, taking them out. Every shot is a model, and while that sounds cool, I mean, you have 12 models to get through, so that's 12 ammunition, which takes a long time to fire. So the Death Streak might not be the best target for that kind of sniping, but it is doing its very best. Cetra plows through the front line as I itch my ear. Oh, we have a Chaos Dwarf Blunderbuss. I didn't even notice you. Hello, little friend. Well, Chariots are here to try and muck you up. Meanwhile, the Kadai Destroyer is attempting to chase down these Skeleton Chariots and keep them a little more honest as the Blunderbusses turn and fire at Cetra. Does need to get his dodge shoes on, otherwise when these guys fully form up, it's going to be a bad time for him. Now, thankfully, the Chariots disrupted their formation, so a lot of those models are still trying to walk back into the fray, and now the Kadai Destroyer will provide a nice little meat shield for him. Nehekara Horsemen charging in with the Chariots to disrupt these Orc Laborers and maybe stop the Death Shrieker from getting too much damage off. And Gordas plus the Kadai Destroyer plus now the Blunderbusses have a good angle. This could be a very bad time for Cetra as he needs to get out of here. He's taking big chunks out from the Kadai. Kadai is actually doing pretty well versus him in this little duel, and Cetra does start to run away. He gets behind the Kadai for a little bit of blocking, and now he will run fully away. First Burning Head is out, hits some Skeleton Warriors, curves a little bit into the Blazing Beards, who are taking a lot of damage in this fight. And Sporkle Stalkers are now like, we can do anti-large shooty shoot things too. And the Chosen of the Gods, not the Chosen of the Gods, the basic Ushabti are firing into these Chaos Dwarf Warriors. I think they meant to be firing at the Kadai Destroyer because they should definitely be focusing on that. Chosen of the Gods are firing at these Blazing Beards, doing a lot of damage. But we do need to get some focus fire onto these big entities. And you can see, yes, Porker Stalker's shooting at him, getting a lot of damage out. The Sorcerer Prophet's even forced to land into them. Cool, cool. Nehekara Horsemen that are still here have now surrounded the Death Shriek rocket launcher, stopping it from firing, and Skeleton Spearmen will be nearby to finish off the job. Skeleton Chariots are not getting a charge attack at the moment, but between the Horsemen and the Chariots, the Blunderbusses have been silenced for a little bit, and Cetra is back here to do a duel with the Sorcerer Prophet of Fire, getting some decent damage onto him, and he will run away from these Sporkle Stalkers as Gordas continues to poke Cetra in the buns, keep him a little more honest. Another Burning Head should be able to finish off these two Skeleton Warriors with ease. And Blunderbusses are trying to just guard mode fire onto Cetra. Kadai Destroyer will finish off the last of the chariots, it appears, but the Ushabti summon in the middle of these blunderbusses will probably spell their doom as well, so things are not feeling good overall for the Chaos Dwarves. Deathstreaker is running away. In the game, the balance of power hasn't realized that that thing is leaving yet, because once it dies, the balance of power should spike in one direction. Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. Sorry. One Direction. Haha. Sporkle Stalker is still trying to fire at the Kadai Destroyer, though they are getting some shots off. A couple of their models are distracted. Ushabti Great Bows mixing their fire around. Some are still shooting Chaos Dwarf Warriors. Some are shooting at the Kadai Destroyer. And Cetra does the problem I have with the cats. He knocks away Gordos instead of actually landing an attack on him. But now he gets a decent shot in. The Crooked Dice came up with 40% physical resistance. Try and keep him safe. Dagger of Malice giving him 90 melee attack too. Chosen of the Gods opting to fire into the Chaos Dwarf Warriors. Their scatter shot will do pretty good damage there, but another Burning Head clears out even more Tomb King's chaff. Kadai Destroyer is going to fight the Sporkle Stalkers. Sorcerer Prophet dives onto Cetra, who's sub 2,000 HP, and he will get a big shot onto him. Cetra's down to 1,000 HP in the blink of an eye. The Sorcerer Prophet's heal cap is also within sight, and he's down to less than half HP. He's surrounded by Nekara Horsemen. Let's see how this goes, but the Kadai Destroyer is going to walk over and finish off Cetra with a big punch to the chops. Without their lord, the Tomb Kings might be in some serious trouble here. The Deathstreak rocket launcher is back online. These Nekar Horsemen plus the Spearmen. Well, actually, I don't know where the fuck the Spearmen are. They wandered to the front line. These Nekar Horsemen are having a hard time in the back line. I felt like Nekar Horsemen are really underwhelming these days. Kadai Destroyer taking a bunch of damage. His leadership goes down, so he might start that demonic instability crumbling, and that will spell his doom quite quickly. Here, pause. I want to see. How much did he charge up his thingy? Good lord. Okay, look at this. This is why I fucking hate the Kadai Destroyer. Blazing Body. He gets melee damage reflection and physical resistance for the longer he spends in melee. After a 6-minute game where he has been in combat the whole fucking time, he's at 41% intensity. That is insane. Like, he's never going to charge that shit up in a meaningful game. Anyway, Kadai Destroyer, still probably poop. Still probably not worth your money. As it does die. Gordos is in here. He's doing his best. The Eyes of the Desert, the Ushabti, he's still doing pretty well. Cascading Fire Cloak onto the Sorcerer Prophet of Fire, giving him more melee defense and buffing up his fire damage. With the Kindle Flame passive. Sporkle Stalkers, though, just form a firing line and gun him down. Ow. Ooh, ow. And there's no more healing for this guy. He does have that chalice, whatever, but since Cetra's dead, no one's around to cast any spells. Sporkle Stalkers teeing off onto him and just kill him straight up. So both lords are dead, and that'll probably spell doom for the Chaos Dwarves as all their laborers start to run away. The Deathstreaker rocket launcher thing is back. But all the Chaos Dwarves are routing, except for Gordas and the Shrieker. Now, thankfully for the Chaos Dwarves, these Nekara Horsemen are not long for this world. They are going to fade away, and that'll allow some of these laborers to come back. The Deathstreaker still has tons of ammo and is firing into the Sporkle Stalkers right now, which are a huge boon for the Tomb Kings. And that was a big shot. That took out 2 to 3 models right there. It looks like 2 in the end. Crumbling's hurting the little Tomb Kings. It's hurting their little bodies. Both the Ushabti Great Bows that are left have no ammunition left. We do have one Nekara Horseman at half HP. That'll be pretty clutch. It can run around and cycle route off all of these laborers. Sporkle Stalkers are scuttling forward to deal with that Deathstreaker the only way they know how, by shooting it in its dumb face. And the Ushabti managed to get rid of Gordo's Backstabber, though. We still have a full Hobgoblin Wolf Rider running around. That can do some serious damage if it's like allowed to charge and stuff like that. What the hell? Alright, sorry about that. Sporkle Stalkers, what are we doing? What's going on? Oh yeah, Hobgoblins are trying to charge into some Spearmen, then they decide to fuck off for a bit. The Deathstreak rocket launcher is trying to fire at least one more time before the Sporkle Stalkers are upon it. Goblin Laborers attempt to save it from the Nekara Horsemen, but it's not going to be enough. Big Deathstreaker shot into the Sporkle Stalkers. Can they fire? It looks like they're currently obstructed by their own Skeleton Horsemen. The leadership on the Deathstreaker is faltering. Gordas is back. Gordas is back, baby, as the Ushabti gave up on chasing him. They didn't give a shit anymore. The Deathstreaker does actually just rout entirely. But it fired! Whoa! Not cool, bro! It fires anyway, hitting the Sporkle Stalkers in the face. That was not cool. You shouldn't do that. How dare you fire anyway, you fuck. Alright. Top goblins are running around. More goblins and orc laborers turning to the fight. Stuff's starting to shatter off, though. Sporkstalkers still have ammunition. Can Gorda's Backstabber really carry this? I'm sus, but I honestly forget how this game ends. My heart tells me the Tomb Kings win it, but you never know. Yeah, Gordas is in here. He routes, and yeah, without him, all right, it's over. GG. GG. Cetra, not great value. He did a lot of disruption stuff, but he's just such a big target, and he's very expensive. Boo, Cetra and his kitty. I don't like it. Sporkstalkers did amazingly well. Chosen the Gods, the other Shop Great Bows did fine. Skeleton Chariots did fine, disrupting the backline. Skeleton Warriors, I mean, they do what they have to. They die for the great cause. And that Car Horseman did okay. On the other side, for the Catalina Wine Mixer, Sorcerer Prophet did well. Kadai Destroyer still underperformed, unfortunately. Deathstreaker Rocket Launcher did good. Gorda's Backstabber did good. Blunderbusses did great. Chaos Dwarf Warriors did fine. Hobgoblin Bows did okay. And the infantry mixed overall. It looks like this Orc Laborer got onto something that got him a lot of damage value. But other than that, meh. GG. Roar. Subscribe. Yes, yes.